Well, hello, it's a Great Southern Ancient Miniature Man, and this is a little review of the Wars of the Roses Infantry by Perry Miniatures. 40 plastic figures. You're probably aware this kit's been out for quite some time, in fact almost 15 years, and you may be wondering, well, why is this guy reviewing this kit when there's heaps of reviews of this already online? Good question, glad you asked. Actually, the real reason is that I'm preparing to review some new kits soon, medieval kits by Victrix and also by War Games Atlantic that are coming out pretty soon. So these guys have been very much the gold standard for plastic medieval kits for 15 years. So I thought it'd be sensible to get a little look at them and get a review and use them as a kind of baseline to compare with the new kits that are coming out soon. One thing I love about the Perry kits, they always come with a little information brochure which has some great suggestions on how to paint things up, and also these quite nice standards and flags you can just cut out and stick on, and it's a reasonably thick sort of card, so it's going to work quite well for that. So that's a great little addition. I think other manufacturers should do the same. It also comes with these plastic bases, which I don't tend to use them very much, but they're quite handy to have. So let's have a look at the sprues. So there's 40 guys, so there's actually two of these command sprues. Might have a look at them first, and then there's 3 of these main sprues which are chock full of stuff. First thing to see on the command sprue, there's just 2 guys in plate armor, but some fantastic head options. You've got this guy, I'll turn him over so you can see the faces a bit better. You've got this guy who's sort of a page. I'm going to use him as a page with the banner and the trumpet there. Another guy without a helmet. And you've got a whole different variety of helmets. Some with the visors down, some of them up. That one with the visor you can adjust however you want. And these more sort of pot helmets. And a few with the totally closed ones. Got some amazing armoured hands and lots of swords. Lots of sort of axes and pole arms and stacks of spare swords there, and bundles of arrows, and then the arrows in the ground. So there's a huge amount of extra bits you're going to have available after completion of this kit. And so you get 2 of these command sprues, so 4 of these heavily plate mail armoured dudes. Let's go to the main sprue. So 3 of these. So this is a very packed full sprue. You don't often see so much stuff on one sprue. So you got 6 guys across the top. Let's bring it up, and 6 across the bottom. So 12 guys on one sprue, and they're all individual. It's not like they're just repeated from the top to the bottom. You got 12 individual guys, and the fact that they don't have the arms attached gives you that extra flexibility as to how you assemble them. So you could have them all as archers if you wanted. You've got a number of hands with arrows in them, which I always like for archers. And then you've got all these other helmeted heads down the bottom and across the top. I think they're all helmeted on this sprue. They are, yeah. And then a whole lot of extra pole arms, vicious looking axes and bill hooks, a few plain spears, some guys with chain mail, a lot with the padded armor, a couple at least. How many with plate mail? I think there's 2 with plate mail. This guy's got a bit of chain mail as well. So yeah, a lot of variety, a lot of diversity possible. As I say, you can do them all as archers if you wanted, and I think you've got enough to do them all as polearm guys. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, only half of them could be polearm guys if you wanted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so if you wanted all bill hooks, polearm, spears and stuff, you wouldn't have enough. That's interesting. But assuming you want some archers, it's a very good looking kit. So I'm going to go away and assemble a few guys, bring them back, show you what you think, and then I'm going to paint them up, and I'll put them on the turntable and give you a look at them. See you in a minute. Right, here's a few that have been assembled. I've tried to hold myself back from painting them too much, but I had to couldn't completely resist. So these are a couple of guys I'm doing as Welsh archers. See, they go together quite nicely. They're pretty easy to assemble. And I did find they have very minimal mould lines, so there's not much cleanup required once you clip them off the sprue. This is off the command sprue. It's got all these cool features like all those extra arrows. So I've just painted them with a black base coat, and then I've given most of them a bit of a zenithal highlight, but some of these guys just silver wash over the top. A few of them I've used different heads, so that's a Victrix head. I just wanted a few that were unhelmeted to get a bit more sort of character into them. Basic sort of billhook guy. I'll do probably a few English, few French, few Welsh, bit of variety. I really like this sort of page boy. Yeah, nice and clean, easy assembly. This guy is going to be a ripper too. He's one off the command sprue, fully armoured. Cool helmet with the visor back. I do like to see the face, it just adds so much more character. I think the ones with the full visors, you kind of almost look like a robot. They lose a bit of their personality. Welsh spearman. I might give him a flag. Another archer. This guy again has got a Victrix head. It's off a German, Victrix German set. Head's maybe a teeny bit big for that one. Actually, this guy also, that's a Perry head, but off their Sudanese kit. I just want another guy with a different head. Yeah, and you see the head size is a little different. It might be just his crazy hair, the German guy. But anyway, looks a teeny bit bigger. Not a big issue. And a lucky last, this guy, other command guy, I haven't quite worked out which head to give him yet, but he's an awesome figure with a full plate mail. And he'll be holding probably a banner on there. So that's my impressions. They are excellent and easy to put together and minimal cleanup. So very good, good impressions. I'll come back with a full finished dudes. See you soon. Right. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? So it was a couple of days, but it probably seemed like only minutes. There's some Welsh guys. So a couple of archers and the spearmen, obviously. And I use one of those flags that comes in the kit. Pretty easy to put together. I just put a bit of alfoil backing between the two sides and glued it to a spear. Give you a little look at them, and then I'll bring up a next batch. So whilst they're meant to be War of the Roses, I've sort of done them more as national armies, perhaps thinking a bit more like the 100 Years' War. I think they're fine for that era as well. It was long between the two wars. Let me get these guys off and we'll bring on the next batch. So next up I've got a few English guys and the German guy. Let's put that German on first. They're good. And a few English guys. Him and him, helmetless. And as mentioned, actually all these guys have got Victrix heads. There just weren't many. I don't think any in this set that were unhelmeted. So I just wanted a few sort of character figures. I've got these nice plates on side, which I gather were sort of painting an emblem or logo or something on them. I haven't tried to do the real detailed livery sort of emblems. They just freehand looked almost impossible. I think I need to find some transfers that are tiny enough to do that. They're really nice figures. They're sort of full of detail. Actually, yeah, very sharp and impressive detail. It's almost up with V&V for me. Not quite, but in that kind of realm. Stick up the last batch of dudes. These are all French people. Very French. A French backman. Some sort of commander saying, "Get in
there, you little bastard, English pig dog, I fart in your general direction, etc. And that little page boy, I like him. He is cool. He's got some shield transfers that come from the Carthage Must Be Destroyed set. They make, you might have seen my video where they've done some nice Greek, ancient Greek hoplite shield set, but they've done a number of sets for medieval. And in fact, they've got a Kickstarter right now, which has only got a few days to go. So I'll put the link for that one in the description below. They've already got, I think, sort of 3 sheets or so of medieval transfers and another few coming out on the Kickstarter. The cool thing about them, or these ones particularly, is you'll see they have the same image sort of facing right and facing left. So for things like this, little banners and flags, you can obviously have one on each side facing the opposite direction, so that they end up facing the same direction, which is quite sensible and nice design. So they're quality transfers and well worth having a look at. And they're very simple to put on. You just soak them in water and they slide on. So you know, you can paint the flag or the shield whatever colour you like, which I appreciate. So that's it for my review of the Perry miniatures War of the Roses. They're brilliant, and I think the other guys are going to have their work cut out to compete with these ones. They're good value for money. They're very versatile. They've got some beautiful figures with excellent detail and minimal sort of flashing and stuff to clean off. So they're going to be a hard act to follow. So Victrix and Wargames Atlantic will have to be top of their game to top these dudes. I'm getting them as soon as available, and I'm also going to get some of the Reconquista ones, 3D printed. And there's also a company called Proxy Wars on Etsy that do some beautiful looking medieval and also Dark Age figures. So I've ordered a few of those as well, because I think it's only fair to compare all of them. So if you are interested in medieval miniatures, this is the place to be at the moment. Stick around, like, subscribe, don't miss the next one. I'll see you there. Bye.